Okay, we're back, and I am very, very pleased to report that my desktop is fixed. That was quite an adventure. I managed to get the kernel to update, and pretty much everything fell into place right after that. So suddenly we've got a functioning system, which means that I can have a lot more fun time, a much more fun time running through this tournament. And hopefully getting a high position. Things are a lot smoother on this desktop, and we don't have to deal with the sound of my laptop fan. Of course, I should not just start tabbing out of excitement. Can definitely still die on this character. Okay, we have 108 hit points. And we've got this guy here. Let's put regen on. Let's just get him with the Vile Clutch. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I just realized I have D-missiles, so he was unlikely to cause me an issue. Well, we got leather armor of magic resistance. 14% fail on deflect missiles if I put this on over the robe. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll wear that. I'd rather have MR than RC. But we're not going into Orc yet. Ooh, Ice Cave. We're going back for that robe. Because we're going to want some cold resistance for this place. I don't need a magic map either, because I've got sweet Ashenzari abilities. Oh boy! Well, maybe we do want it. That's okay. She won't be banishing me today. Is she invisible? Oh. Well, she's got the banishment book, which means she can go invisible. Which means she can do that, but that's cool. I'll just kill her with Vile Clutch. Ooh, yeah, she could lightning bolt me for a lot of damage. Oh well, she's dead. Let's see if my snakes can solve this Titanic slime problem. Yeah, there we go. We should make short work of this ice cave. There's not a lot in here that Vile Clutch can't solve. In fact, we can just tab all this. Just watch Vile Clutch kill this stuff, you know. It's a stationary object, so as you can imagine, Vile Clutch does a very good job of clearing it out. Great Sword and Bardage of Freezing. I think we can live without that. Hey, here's a good place to use the Cloud Immunity. Is that Reaper alive, I wonder? No, he's dead. That was his scythe on the ground there. Crystal Plate of Cold Resistance. This is the second time in this tournament that we've found that. Okay, I mean, it's not a thing we're probably going to... In fact, I'm just going to drop this. What are the chances of me deciding to use that on a Gnoll with 11 strength? It's just not going to happen. I don't need to take that with me as some sort of... Like, oh, what if I use it? It's just not going to happen. Scroll of Noise. Drop some stuff. I can drop Cloud Immunity because I can come back for it. Can't Vow Clutch him. I happen to know that there's a wizard in this vault. This entrance vault. I want Immolation. I was gonna just not do it, and then I realized I have snakes. I can just kill him with Vow Clutch from behind. Man, Vow Clutch really is just so unbelievably good. It's like outrageous. Oh, D-Missile's gone. Star Drain, huh? +0. Thanks, Ashenzari. For letting me know. Well, we've traded Flaming for Freezing, both of the least valuable brands outside of Venom that you would want on a Quick Blade, but that's fine. I'd rather have Freezing, I suppose, so I can at least slow things that are cold-blooded. Oops, don't want to go into vaults yet. Really gonna have to rely on Ball Clutch for these things. But it kills my mana pretty quickly. Oh well. Succeeded in killing the pack before I ran out, so good enough for me. Still on the lookout for MR+. Unfortunately, we've only got armor slot with that for now. Paralysis is a big deal. This is a little annoying. I would immolate, but I don't think it's really necessary. Or shall we say necessary enough? Ooh. Okay. Can I kill this guy before he... let's lightning rod him. And then we'll go back up. Sorry about that. That's my phone. Anyway. Let's just go down. Oh boy. Got a wizard. He's got Orb of Energy. That means he does not... No, he does have a spell I'm terrified of, which is Paralyze. So we'll make these snakes. The unfortunate thing about this part of the game, which is outside of the very, very beginning, probably the scariest part of the game, because you've got that the ever-looming threat of things that target your MR, and you just have no particularly good way of totally eliminating the risk, the danger, you know. Gonna kill him with acid. Whoa. Okay, we're starving. And I was gonna go eat that meat, but there's ugly things. Can we get the stab? Yes, we can. Is that? I think that was Skull Crusher. Unique giant club. Yep. Probably the best weapon in the game to use without any kind of training. But unfortunately, we're just too small. Alright, let's think about what we want to do. Orc Sorcerers, 14% paralyze. And no particularly good way, or way at all, to eliminate that. So we can either deal with that in Orc, we could go to Swamp, or we could go to Snake Pit. Well, technically we could go to Slime, but that's obviously not going to happen. Let me just pop into Swamp. Of course, we immediately get these non-corporeal enemies. Oops. Hold the phone. What just happened? Oh, they gave them that harpoon shot. Suddenly Swamp is a dangerous place. That would have been good to know about, but that's new on me. We're going up. Yeah, goodbye. Let's regen a bit. Drain life on him. Can't drain life from wisps, unfortunately. This is disgusting enough that let's forego that for a minute. We'll get some good use out of Animate Dead in here at least. He didn't want to die. We can enchant armor a bit. Let's do our other Ox slot here. Still no amulet, which I would love to curse, but no such luck. I'd really like to wear that War Axe just for the Arlek, but you know, don't think that's happening, unfortunately. Okay. Normally I don't like seeing these big groups of enemies, but when you have Vile Clutch, you are, you know, in a better spot to handle all that. And in fact, it's better that they're packed up, you know, next to each other, because it saves you mana. Ooh, brand weapon again. Draining, huh? I'm getting everything but what I want, which is electricity. Draining is fine, though. You know, CBOE, or Crystal Ball of Energy, might actually be worth hanging out with today, because we're worshipping Ashenzari, which makes us immune to confusion. We're going to drop these rings of resistance. We have potions for that. And our other rings are cursed anyway, so they're not exactly swappable easily. Let's not get constricted today. Almost ran out of juice there. Whoa! No way! That's outrageous. All right. And there's also an Amulet of Faith, which I don't care about on Ashenzari. We're already pretty much max piety. But we will take magic regen. That's awesome. Yeah, man, we're gonna remove curse. Just on that. Drop that. Wear these things because they're awesome. We're going to curse ourselves here. This is the ring. The awesome ring, which we'll be wearing for the end of the game. Until the end of the game, that is. And we'll curse this Amulet of Magic Regen. So we lose 8 or 9 points of mana from however much the magical power gives us, but we gain magic regen, which is fine. And most importantly, we have this tremendous boost now to spellcasting because all of our jewelry is cursed. So that's a great find. Oh, what am I doing? I need to have demissile up. Now, this is a bit of an awkward game because I found these just completely radical rings, like really, really good rings. But it's also bad to a degree because that means I'm not wearing wizardry, and I probably won't be the entire game. So it's a little bit slightly awkward. Like, I can't complain because they're amazing rings, but this whole build, I wrote a guide about it for a Gnoll Wizard of Ashenzari. It's all about stacking wizardry with Ashenzari's abilities. So it's just slightly awkward. But I mean, I can't turn down that many resistances in one ring. That's like the ring, you know, for solving a lot of problems. Wow, it even has Senv for if I ever drop Ashenzari. It's really good stuff, man. beam missile, I don't want to say it trivializes Snake, but it really does help deal with a lot of the really obnoxious parts of it. Okay. We're on Snake 4. Which means I should start making a zombie army. Of course, it just disappears if I auto-explore it all. Haha! We got Arlek. Look at those resistances. Wow! That's a good thing to see. Especially this early. Alright, let's see if we can lure. Well, honestly, I want to like pull the whole vault in at the same time, and then I want to immolate it. But it probably will not cooperate with all that. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I just enjoy doing that because it's so much faster. Like, this is a very tedious branch end if you can't fight the whole thing at once. Alright, this we're gonna immolate. There we go. And we're out of mana. We could have killed a few more things with that trick, but I'm sort of loath to take many risks on this character because, well, we're a bit fragile, so to speak. You know, we don't have heavy armor on, you know. We probably never will. I suppose that if we find staff form, which we have not, that could be a way around all that, but, you know, until then. So much damage. Whoa, let's stop tabbing. Oh, they made me teleport. Or rather, they're in the process of making me teleport. Let's get my mana back here. Really never ends, does it? I can tab to some degree, you know. It's just if I run into anything unexpected or too much stuff, I might cause myself a serious problem. But that's the only way that you can really speed up the game to an appreciable degree, is that O-tab action, you know. So it's just like a matter of how quickly do I want to win the game. And obviously if you're playing a tournament, and this is one of the complaints about playing tournaments, the way it's set up is they last for like 2 weeks, and so it's whoever has as little of a life as possible is more likely to win. You know, because if you can somehow manage to spend an entire 2 weeks playing this game straight, I can't imagine how you could, but then obviously if you're good at the game, then that's more wins. But if you can consistently win games in like 2-3 hours, you know, you are at an advantage over anybody who is not as fast at doing that, especially if you can do it in a streak. So, of course, if you combine the two things, you're going to be in a situation that's even better. You know, you spend the whole 2 weeks playing and you win games every couple hours. It's, as you can imagine, that stacks up. And I don't think it's a very good way to run a tournament. I don't necessarily have a solution. I have a few ideas, but I'm sure there's a better way to do it than to like give people 2 whole weeks to, you know, spend their entire day. You know, I could think of some ways to potentially make that situation a little better. I think that it should be 100% skill and not time investment, if that makes sense. Anyway, we've gotten the snake, the rune from snake. We are no closer to solving the MR problem, although orc sorcerers are down to 11% paralyzed due to our natural MR as we level up. Let's go to the swamp, and unfortunately we've still got a bit of a problem at the entrance, but it seems to have cleared up a little bit. Whoa, okay, I screwed up. I'm gonna blink away from this stuff. Forgot just how much damage those things can do. I think that might have been able to kill me, actually, so glad that didn't happen. Let's drop some items. I don't actually want to drop these wands yet because I may need them in here. I like that we have Scrolls of Vulnerability and Scrolls of Enslavement. I would prefer some Paralysis, but that's still pretty good. Oh ho! We're gonna have stat form. Let's Acid Wand her. If she does big damage to me, I could just blink out. Well, we can Amnesia off Blade Hands. And we can get a stat form, if I can find it. Donde está el stat form? Oh, there it is. Somebody was telling me that there's Spanish subtitles on my videos sometimes. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, whatever. I could memorize some of these summon spells if I wanted to. Could get Iron Shot even, but summon's going to be more useful. I may get Forest. Why don't we go ahead and get Forest? Forest is really useful, specifically in this place. Still need to drop a few more things. I think we can take off Potions of Rage. If I'm relying on Berserk on this character, I'm in deeper trouble than I'd care to admit. What did we just get? A wand of... oh, paralysis. Okay. Yeah, we're really trucking through now. Whoa, whoa, that is a thing that doesn't belong here. What are you doing on Swamp 3? You're not a swamp monster, are you? Well, we've got the dragon on our side now. Guess I'll use acid. That's obnoxious. That's a Zop monster. I know he can spawn... I know he can spawn on, like, the final floor, but I have never... I don't think I've ever seen a tentacled monstrosity spawn just randomly in the swamp somewhere. Interesting axe there, Arlac and RC+++. Whoa! A lot of damage. We have blink. Let's just Vampire Drain. There we go. I would like to get stat form actually castable. Oh, it is. What am I doing? It's totally castable. Okay, we're a statue. We'll be doing this from now on. Let's drop some stuff. I want to keep the quick blade, actually. Drop Torment. I'll drop Amnesia. We can always come back for them if we need to Amnesia anything, which I imagine we will. I almost want to Amnesia off Animate Dead, but it will be useful in Vaults 5. So, I'm not going to do that. Get some stabs with this quick blade. I meant to statue form. I really got to get my letters clear here, because I have sticks to snakes set to S, which is also what I sometimes use for stat form. Nice little robe here. Let's see if it's any good. It's really good. But it's not got MR, and we badly need MR. So unfortunately, that's not happening today. All right, we can go ahead and drop Disintegration, I guess. Gotta carry this sack, it's too good not to. I wonder if there's anything else I can drop. I guess not really. However, I can enchant up some things. I could curse some more stuff on my body. Doesn't really seem like it's worth it right now. Well, that's fun. Do I want intelligence, or do I want to start pumping some strength so that my stat form is not so awful at punching things to death? I'll get a little strength. This is where Sublimation of Blood would be handy. This is a lot of stuff. Of course I'm in stat form, so... Oh, there we go. But yeah, I'm doing things very, very slowly, unfortunately. The effect seems more pronounced to me this game for some reason than it has in the past, but... Probably just noticing it more. Alright. If you see me casting Animate Dead, that means it's time to mop up, usually. We'll have this half of the end vault fight the other half. We'll win and move on. There's our rune. Ooh. This guy is determined to make sure I don't have, wow. To make sure I don't have demissile. Cool, okay, there's the floor. That robe is nice, but it's not Arc Magi, and it doesn't have MR, and I need MR, so we may switch to it later if we find something that's just chalk to the teeth with MR, like, I don't know, Amulet of Four Winds, that'd be pretty sweet. But we're still lacking, and Orc Sorcerers still have a 10% chance to paralyze, so let's think about this. I've got 2 runes. I'm at the point where I either have to bite the bullet and go in there or go for a 3rd rune. I'm tempted to go into Slime because my resistances are just totally on point. I can't be confused because I'm worshipping Ashenzari, so my MR is not a problem. However, there's the Great Orb factor and they've got paralyzed, so I guess we're going to have to go into Orc. I could dip into Vaults, but then there's Ogre Mages. I could dip into Depths, but there's horrible things in there that can do all kinds of different MR attacks on you. So here we go. I'll just try not to tab too much. On the 2nd floor, anyway. Of course, they can spawn on the 1st floor. Hey, maybe we'll find some really good loot in the shops. We're doing Orc pretty late, obviously, but whoa, there's where we don't need a tab. It's really not so bad in stat form. I mean, even if they paralyze me, I'm not going to die. Got some books for sale. That's always good to see on a Gnoll. There's that sublimation I was looking for. Petrify. No Oz armor in here. This is the Book of Ice. Freezing Cloud could be kinda nice, but not really. Yeah, not much here of note that we don't already have. I don't need that stuff. Okay. Kill these guys while their buddies are in front of me so I can't be paralyzed. Well, let's put up regen. Oh, we're getting whacked. Acid wand real quick. That's not good. Just make some snakes to cover the retreat. I guess I'll actually take out these priests, or one of them anyway. He's mited is why. He's doing pretty good damage to me. I'm gonna feel a lot better once that sorcerer is dead. There, he's down. And so is the orc warrior that was causing me issues. Okay. Again, keep the orcs between me and him. Try to kill the particularly nasty things like the priests, or the high priest rather. I'd like to do another immolate. This is just too much crap. Let's get out of here. Sometimes I want to like get fancy and fight 30 million things at the same time, but it's not the right choice. Crap. Okay, there we go. I was wondering when Vile Clutch would actually take that guy out, but not fast enough for me to avoid getting intelligence drained. Oh well, that'll solve itself. Battle Axe of Electrocution. Scroll of Fog, huh? Well, let's look at the rest of the items. Nothing I care about. Again, nothing I care about. Wow, what a disappointing set of shops. However, I can at least go get those potions now. Let's grab those and let's take a little detour into Elf. Because elves go down hard to BVC. Just because they lack hit points and, you know, they're glass cannons, is what I'm saying. So they don't have much in the way of any defense, really, but especially hit points and AC. We are slowed due to our lack of MR. Which sucks, but we're okay. There's that Vehumet altar. Wonder how different this game would have been if I had taken early game Vehumet. Yeah, we're not going toe to toe with a Glaive of Distortion. At least not in melee. He dies to Val Clutch. Everything in here dies to Val Clutch. It's outrageous. Like, it's just the spell. The spell for Elf. Okay, I'd like to stop being slow now. It's only 12% chance to succeed, but they've got me twice now. Oh my god, there's so many. There we go. That's funny. It's giving me the Invocations title, I think, for some reason. Even though my Invocations is not, that's curious. I guess it's like a null thing. Whoa, okay. A lot of damage possible from those sorcerers. You really got to be careful. Wasn't expecting to see one on Elf 1, but they can spawn in vaults and things. Sorry, I had to check the log here because I thought I saw giant eyes for a second there, but I must just be seeing things because it doesn't seem like they were there in the log anyway. Okay, we got some bolt spells. Nothing we'll be using. Buy enchant armor. When we'll use it. Did anything interesting spawn? I guess not. Gonna look at slots real quick. A little easier for me to miss things because of the way things are displaying due to worshipping Ashenzari. But it doesn't look like I've missed anything important. Well, here's hoping our first big pile of loot from Elf turns out to be really good. Can pretty much tab this stuff. It's just a matter of, you know, a powerful elf not arriving to help, you know. I'll go ahead and do the hollow blades like I usually do. Just for safety's sake. Executioner's Axe of Electrocution. Wow. He shot an arrow and hit the floating weapon there. It's kind of cool. Killed it for me. What's that purple smoke coming from? Nothing got banished. I guess it's just the fire elementals disappearing. Alright, there we go. That is Elven Halls. Well, the first two floors of it. Still got the branch end. Okay, hold up. Exclude that off. And that. I want to clear the rest of the floor first. You know what? I guess I'll do this manually. This has too many entrances. I don't want to make like a million exclusions. Oh boy! Now this would be a spot for Immolate. we will try this. That's a lot of demonologists. Gosh, I wish I had Wand of Clouds, Lamp of Fire, something. Well, that's okay. Don't want to get paralyzed. But there's enough stuff in the way that shouldn't happen. I don't think I've ever wanted to have Immolate more than right now. Okay, good. We can't get paralyzed now. Great Orb of Eyes is dead. Oh, where did that damage come from? Oh, smited. Smited and tormented. I think we've worn out our welcome here. And this is why we clear the Hall of Blades, because that hatch could have taken me into the Hall of Blades. Anyway, there's no need to fight all this crap all at the same time. We've given it time to disperse a little bit. I want that demonologist dead. There we go. Kind of a natural kill hole here. I wish I hadn't wasted a blink scroll, but it's okay. Honestly, I'm surprised we don't have passage. Found so many books. Slimy Rune. Okay, that's a cool one, because we'll get that real soon. A lot of people hate getting the Slimy Rune, but I think it's the most fun rune to get. Just because of how consistent the experience is. The only thing that can really throw you off in there is if a floating eye, or a giant eye, whatever it's called, if one of those spawns. I just realized I could be throwing javelins at these guys. Crap, he could double Hellfire me for, I think, 120 damage. So that's not good. Let's Lightning Bolt him to finish him off. Quarterstaff, huh? Base skills up to 13. blink next to this guy. I didn't know that I would end up next to him, but, you know, that's fine. There's a... excuse me. There is a ring of wizardry here. Like I was saying, that's something you'd really like to have on a Gnoll, especially a Gnoll of Ashenzari. But, unfortunately, like I was saying, my rings are just too good, you know. Could potentially get rid of the RF one, since we're getting our poise from another source, and we could get our negative from statue form. But I don't, not until I have RF covered somewhere else will I consider that. Okay, he's dead. Goodbye, Hellion. But I need to rest now. Happy to just cast Vile Clutch and wait, you know? As long as I can't die in the next turn or whatever. Oops, I don't want to Vile Clutch the Elemental. Okay. Down he goes. Sweet. Robe of the Arcane. It's not bad. I don't really need it though. Got Confuse and Tuck Dance, but we don't need either of those. Yeah, he can kill me. 120 damage, I want to say. Close the door. Drink heal wounds. Do I want to read silence? Do I have silence? I do not. This is not great. Deflected the bolt of acid, that's cool. Acid wand him for the win. +2 gloves of archery, that's actually moderately useful for this character since the javelins are something I use sometimes. We don't need this RC +1 or this gourmand or this ice. MR++ ring. Now that's potentially worth keeping, since we would like to have some more MR. Whoa! What am I taking damage from? Scimitar of Holy Wrath, huh? No. He's dead now. Really dislike the new air elementalists, or air elementals. Alright. Just taking a look at the artifacts that have spawned. Bit of a poverty elf. Not much in here. I guess I can get this lamp of fire. Great Revise can still wreck me. We're going to have to remove Curse, and we're going to have to wear that, and that will not be a problem for the purposes of Slime, because you don't need RF in there, but it could be a problem later. I'm wondering if I can mitigate this somehow. The answer seems to be not really. I'd like to keep wearing the MR++ is the thing, if I can. I guess I could like wield a Staff of Fire, and then I could... Yeah, I've been neglecting these staffs. I could like wield the Staff of Fire and get RF from that, and then curse that and get more magic power out of it. That might be kind of cool. I couldn't tab anymore, but it's not really an issue. It's also sort of funny since I'm not casting fire magic at all. And we can turn off Scrolls of Enchant Weapon. Whoops, that was Enchant Armor. Okay, let's do it. Boom. Wear that. Curse that. Yeah, there's my RF. It's just a shame I won't be able to tab anymore. You know what? I'm just gonna... We'll not do this just yet, since we're going into Slime. We're gonna go into Slime, we won't need it. And we're gonna get one pile of loot for Slime, and another pile of loot from the Trove. So, lots of things can happen between now and then. No need for me to go wear and curse things. I mean, we've got... We're gonna be fine in terms of, like, we don't need more bonuses from cursing the staff from Ashenzari in order to kill TRJ. At least I don't think. How are we gonna kill TRJ, though? I never made a plan for that on this character. Shadow creatures, maybe? I don't really want to be next to TRJ on a guy wearing leather armor. Vulnerability paralysis. I think I might go that route. Yeah, we got 17.3 evocations on this character. Weirdly enough, evocations is our highest skill. That's more than enough to vuln and wreck him, so... I can't Vol Clutch him, though. So how do we actually kill him? What's the damage dealer here? Well, we don't need Vamp Drain anymore, so let's Amnesia that off. I suppose we could, like, if I wanted to, I could paralyze, then enslave. That'd be kind of cool. And then, well, paralyze, damage, and then enslave. No, that doesn't work either, because he'll have stuff between me and him. If you enslave him, something weird happens that I've demonstrated before, where he goes hostile. If he gets hit, or sorry, he becomes your ally, and then if he gets hit, he pops out hostile jellies, which will proceed to essentially wreck him for you. So you're left with a bunch of jellies at the end, but it's pretty well worth it. And it's always a slightly awkward strategy where it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. I think what I'll do is I'll, like, make a lamp of fire and have him walk into it, but then I'm next to jellies, and that sucks. I could just Phantom Mirror and go to town. Whatever, I'll worry about it in a second. There's no question, however, that I'd really like to have Iron Shot. To kill these things, because I can't do it with Vile Clutch. It won't work. And that means I can also grab the Staff of Earth. Wow, we have 9 potions of haste. That's pretty cool. Okay, down we go into the slime pits. So that's cool. You can... Oh, no. Well, you can... I should have made allies instead of doing that. I was trying to remember if I could Vile Clutch him or not. But I've paid for it because now I have Teleportitis. We have Potions of Mutation. We'll get rid of it. Okay, that's better. Teleportitis is the one thing I cannot live with. Well, I can, but I don't want to. Man, Iron Shot's so good. Find another way down. There's too much crap on that staircase. Iron Shot really is the way in here. It just kills everything. Then again, it basically kills everything everywhere. Whoa! What in the hell is happening? Oh, it's a Zot Trap. I was thinking, what's going on? Like, why is there an Eldritch Tentacle? Alright, we just grew some horns, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Gotta put on this hat. There we go. would have gotten mutated right there if I didn't make my snakes. I gotta go up. I can't risk fighting this thing. I gotta unfortunately just let myself get surrounded by things. Oops. There we go. Sweet. Let's go down. Kill some things with iron shot down here as well. Let's maybe make it to the staircase real quick. Is there anything I can do here that does damage to him? Lamp of fire, I guess. There we go. Let's find a way down. There's no other ways down unless I guess I'm gonna do the big digging tunnel game. This'll do. Let's just see if we can't kill him in one shot. We cannot, and we get punished for it, minus 10% mana. Not good. Let's pull these guys up. There it is again. Playing too quickly. Oh, wow, frail and minus 20% NP. There's going to be a little bit of a reckoning with that. We're going to drink some mutation here in a second. There's robust. Robust has gone away. Now I'm frail again. I got rid of my... Okay, this will work. Unfortunately, slower scrolls really sucks, but I'm not missing mana or hit points, so I can live with this. I just have to remember that blinking takes a while, which is pretty dangerous. But before too long, we may actually have blink, like controlled blink. Ugh. Be nice if I had an answer for this kind of thing. I'm gonna let him go Titanic. Good. And then I'm going to enslave. I'll save that one too. Oh, there's TRJ. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just let yourself die. There we go. Okay, we definitely want to haste. What do you think about this? We could actually use this slime creature to do some good work for us in this upcoming fight. Take a step. Let me think about this. I could... Okay, we're hasted. I probably want to use agility in a second, but just hold off on that. I could go ahead and Vuln, and then try to... Well, I could definitely easily enslave the creature here. I gotta do this in the right order. I think I gotta control TRJ first. I got it. I could paralyze him, and that makes it so there's less monsters that'll show up. And yes, I'm aware this dude's here, so he can paralyze me now, but he's never going to get the chance. At least he shouldn't. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll kill the orb that way. We'll drink some more stuff. Agility. Mostly just agility, I guess, because we're RC+++ in our core, so our resistances literally cannot get better for this place. Take some steps back. And then we're going to try to enslave. There he is. Okay. Amplifier that way. And we're just gonna let him sit here. This might be a silly plan. Okay, I'm gonna paralyze him instead. We're still hasted, so I can blink out of here at normal speed. Yeah. report. This is not half bad. All right. Can I just fight him and win? Probably not. There we go. Okay. That's TRJ. Finding some books of nothing particularly interesting. Whoa, hello! Okay. We got the Necronomicon. Now, the problem is that these are very high level spells, and we don't have wizardry, and we do have Ashenzari helping us like a little bit, but not much. So Necromutation's a little while off. Infestation is kind of sort of here. Basically everything in there is just a little bit out of reach, except for Haunt, which I could get very good and extended if we decide to do that, which it's looking likely since we just found that What can we drop? Let's drop Enslavement. We shouldn't need that again. Enslavement's good, but I'd rather have Paralysis to a large degree because you can block hallways with it. Summon butterflies, that's useful. Passage of Galubria. Out of the Alchemist. That's really interesting. We're already doing really well on resistances, but this actually gives me the opportunity to, if I wanted to, drop that Ring of the Firefly for something else. Like wizardry. Yeah, man. We'll be wearing that. I mean, there's no reason not to. This even means that we can change our armor out. So let's remove curse on, well, hold up. Let's wait up just a second. That's an interesting ring. I'm not wearing it. Yeah, I'm not wearing that. My strength is already too low. Let's read Amnesia. Let's take off, what was I gonna Amnesia? Slipped my mind all of a sudden. I want to get Passage of Galubria online, so I gotta drop something. this stuff is actually really good still. Forest is getting the least mileage, I guess. I'm gonna get rid of stat form because I'm gonna have Necromutation, and this character's never gonna be particularly good at fighting in melee. I don't think. Then again, I don't know, I could end up using it. Let's drop Summon Forest, I guess. Under protest. Okay, trying to change my letters around here. Guess I'll keep regeneration on like E. Let's take a look at these artifacts a bit. Yeah, strength plus 8 ring, or dagger rather. It'd be useful for extended if I start getting stat damaged. Let's head up to the Trove. Just dropping a bunch of stuff. Okay, we got rings and things. Let's drop the ones we don't want. So, Spirit is right out. Regen we probably don't need. I'm happier with Magic Regen right now. MR plus, no, we're fine on MR. Because we have MR plus plus from one ring and MR plus from whatever that thing was that I picked up. Oh, the hat, yeah. Ring of Robustness, that's pretty good. But the other stuff we can drop. All the generic ones. Okay, that's all confirmed garbage. Let's see. What else? RC minus and then some stats? No. Flying or poise? No. RF plus, MR plus, that's pretty good. We can drop Zom's Entertainment. Okay, so we're between RF plus, MR plus, and EV plus 2. Or, that and robustness, I mean. Let's think about this. For sure, we don't need to wear this ring anymore. So that's a given. We're getting rid of that. Let's see. How much MR do we have if we take off the leather armor? Even without the leather armor, we are immune to an Ancient Lich. That's really cool. Whoops. So we'll drop that leather armor. And we'll wear a robe of the Archmagi. That's nice. Sweet. So that means we don't need any more MR, because we're getting 1 MR from the hat and 2 MR from the Ring of Wisdom. Right? So we don't need any more MR, unless I wanted to get rid of the Ring of Wisdom, which would probably put me below what I need to have, at least until level 27, maybe even after that. So I think we drop this ring for now and so kind of keep an idea that it exists, you know, in our heads, and uncurse this guy. Wear this guy. And curse him. And the Robe of Archmagi as well. Do I want to curse anything else? Yes, these gloves. That's pretty cool stuff. We can drop the Staff of Fire, by the way. Well, this is cool. This is really good. This is really good stuff. Okay. I think let's get one more rune and then I'm going to take a break. Kind of slow going for tournament play, but I'd rather focus on getting a nice streak going than focus on, you know, trying to speed demon through games, because streaks offer up the most unscaled points, like I was saying, out of everything. With that said, we've done Elf, we've done 2 runes, 3 runes actually, because including Slime, and it looks like all we have left to do is vaults for the next, pretty much the only place we can go other than depths, if we wanted to, well, we're not like diving for Zot or anything. And we're almost to the point where we could start spamming Infestation, so that's pretty cool. Although I don't want to, because it kills my mana, or my experience rather. I mean, really, I just want to like tab this stuff in stat form, and I'm like, I'm feeling like I'm so close to being able to do that. I'm just missing a little bit of unarmed combat, I guess. Be nice if we had a better shield as well. Oh, we've got some dodging boosted by Ashenzari now. Because I've cursed some of my items. You know what? We are at 9 scrolls of remove curse, which is pretty good. I think we can go ahead and curse some of these ox slots. Yeah, there we go. The stat form, it looks like I'm actually at that point now where I can just tab through most things, and that'll speed this up a lot. It was becoming a little bit of a slog. Still a little slower than, for example, like a Minotaur Berserker or something. You know what I'd like to have is Eldritch Tentacle. That's like the last piece of the puzzle in terms of spells found for me to really go to town on Extended. Surprise, you can't flay me while I'm in stat form. This is too funny to resist. When you get a big square-shaped room full of dudes, you really want to infest it. Infestation, by the way, will trivialize Vaults 5, or at least it ought to. Whoa! Tabbing a bit, but that's okay. Apparently. Spellforge Servitor, huh? I never really liked that spell, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if you've got Spellforge Servitor online, you've just got better things to be doing with your mana. Well, that's an interesting alternative to Hat of the Alchemist, but I think it's pretty clear what the choice is. You gotta use the Alchemist. The Air Elementalist book. Whoa! Let's paralyze this guy. Still only on Vaults 2. We're getting there, though. Well, we just got Word of Recalled on. Which is not great, but whatever. Nothing particularly scary showed up. Okay. Down again. Looks like we found the crypts. I'm gonna go ahead and infest. Because this is proving ugly. I kind of want to leave. We still got that. We still got slow reading, and also we're slow as well. So, Thankfully we have Pog, so we're essentially immortal. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. A hasted guy with lightning bolt. I'm gonna take these dudes out. Wow, he just walked right out of the clutch. I'm not slowed anymore, so that's cool. But somehow, these guys got mited. Probably a... whatever it is, a warden or something. Not a warden, but the, I think Convokers can do it. But hey, you know what? We're safe, we're sound, we're on the safe floor up here, and now we're going back down with full hit points. Well, that's a book. We could go dragon form. We could really wreck some things. But I'd be more likely to go transfigurations because it's cheaper, but you know, you get the same spell that you want, since what do I really want Bolt of Fire or Dragon's Call for? Well, Dragon's Call's okay, but we can't really cast it. However, not really that interested in any of this. Death Channel might be kind of nice. For Vaults 5, but we're having the usual problem that that Gnolls have, which is that I only have a very small number of spell levels. Nothing really to pick up, although I do want to drop some things. You know, I think we're going to drop the Quick Blade of Draining, and if I really want to wear something and whack things with it, I'll just use the staff, because the staff actually gives crushing. So, it's not terrible. But really, I just want to use my unarmed. We're on Vaults 4, so final floor before V5. Oops. Aimed that slightly improperly. Got a book that doesn't really affect anything. Well, we bowled Sajobo over like a freight train. Good damage output on those trolls even through my stat form. Boots of Flying. Hey! Buckler of Fire Resistance. Although we have shields up to 15 now, so if I or close to it anyway. So if I really wanted to, I could wear a regular shield. And I'll tell you what, I really want to. Because we're going to curse it and we'll definitely be above 15. So, sorry, a little bit of waste of money there, but I didn't know we had a shield of protection waiting here for us. That's awesome. Okay, curse, shield. Shield hand is bound, you're seriously bound, and boom, we got shield points. That's pretty sweet. Extra AC, you know, always welcome. Never say no to extra AC if there's, you know, nothing particularly hugely better. Okay, who summoned these? Oh, there's a brain. Durr. Thought it was like a... I thought it was a scroll summoning. There's too much stuff here. I like how Infestation can just clean up a really messy situation very quickly. It's certainly an endgame spell. I mean, it's in the Necronomicon, so of course. Whoops, we need to drop stuff. We have a scroll, probably acquirement, yeah. I was going to say it's about that time for me to start finding acquirements. Probably going to acquire a book, because if I find Eldritch Tentacle, that would be great. Uh-oh. Blink, yes. Stat form. Is he looking at me at all? No, he's not. Oh yeah, he is. That's okay. He should die next turn, and if not... Oh, paralyzed. It's not a big deal when I'm staff form, although it's not good with these stone giants around. Alright, let's... If I can get a moment to rest, I'll use the... Requirement. Okay, let's go. You just get book. Finfolio. Oh well. It was likely to be a bust anyway, but there's always a chance that it could be like a manual. Okay, we really need to drop some stuff. I want that wand of clouds for Vaults 5. Let's go to Fan of Gales. Sweet. That's it. Wait, I want to see that shop again. Oh, okay, it's just this, never mind. Let's think about V5 strategy. I'm just going to stare dance. Stare dancing becomes hilarious with Vile Clutch. Okay, door's locked. No problem. I think. Make clouds on him. Make clouds on these guys. I could go upstairs, but I want to finish this warden since the clouds are active. And this is why I wanted the cloud wand. It's really nice for these situations. Plus it looks cool. Okay. Okay, here comes another one, so let's go up. And you know what? I should probably be using regen. While I'm doing this. Go back up. I was a little concerned for a moment there. That's why I paused, because there was a Phantasmal Warrior. And as you probably know, they are able to half your MR, which is not a good thing. Particularly in Vaults 5, where very big, very nasty MR threats can appear. Statue, regen up. Okay, let's stay on the staircase. I want to kill this this elf. And we've got another door blocker here. Focus on taking him out. He's dead, which unlocks the door. Okay, I was wondering why it hadn't unlocked. I just hadn't hit enter yet. Okay, let's end transformation real quick, so I get the... Whoops. Really screwing this up. If I stop pressing the wrong key for a second here, I'm trying to do regen and then stat form so I get the Archmagi power is what I'm trying to say. Gold Dragon goes down. Oops. Really want to focus on the Annihilator, he can do so much damage. MR plus Battle Axe. Venom, but still. I don't know why I was tempted to magic map there. It's not like I don't know the layout of the floor, roughly. We can clear this out now. Time to go up and rest. Oops, didn't mean to make a Glubria there. I keep casting the wrong spell, and in a bad situation, that's gonna really hurt me, but I feel like I'll be playing slower if I'm in a bad situation. But it could get me into a bad situation, so gotta be careful. There's Dragon Form. Don't need don't need that on the shopping list anymore, I guess, with Dragon Form in it. With Dragon Form already in my spellbook, I mean, or my library, I suppose it's called. Got the Rune. Really shocked I didn't get dispelled there. Mopping up the floor now. I mean, once you've cleared that staircase, if you do it, you know, by clearing the staircase, which is not really advisable on many characters, but is advisable on this one since I'm able to kill wardens so easily, regardless of what's between me and them. Once you've cleared that staircase like that, the floor's done, so to speak. It's just you've got to mop up a bunch of crap. I'm immune to him, right? Yes, I am. Okay. Bow Clutch does a number on these guys. Well, that's useless. I love that Iron Shot combo. Because one of the biggest problems with Iron Shot is just the missing factor. Whoa. Just tapping into a real bad guy here. ignore that. I can't begin to tell you guys how pleased I am that this ridiculous problem with my recording software is solved. In fact, if I wanted to, I could probably be streaming right now. But I almost just like don't want to tempt fate, you know what I mean? Plus I don't want to waste time trying to figure it all out. When you know, you only have so much time for the tournament anyway. I already had some time stolen from me fixing my desktop and whatnot. That is a high hit dice shapeshifter. Control blink. Ooh, a lot of high level spells. I want to say controlled blink we could go ahead and use. 11%, not terrible. Of course, we could also get necromutation. Interesting stuff. Yeah, for extended, we're getting the business done here. The only thing I could really ask for at this point is Eldritch Tentacle, like I was saying, especially now that I have controlled blank. Okay, hello. Hello, Ancient Lich, who can do, like, possibly 250 damage to me if you haste and have Iron Shot. Used Invis, that means he's not one of the ones I'm scared of, although he still does some good damage. Jeez, I can't catch a second to rest. Let's go up. Sweet. All right. Okay, there's a robe. Not particularly interesting. Curse necklace of bloodlust. That is interesting insofar as we have clarity from Ashenzari. So as long as we have clarity, we could pop that guy on, and all we would really be suffering is -3 intelligence, which is not great, but is also not really awful. Excuse me. I can drop this ring. I don't know why I've been carrying it around. Oh, that's a crazy ring. Wow, RF+++. That's like the polar opposite, almost, of the thing I found earlier. This R-Core, R-Lec, R-Poise, RC+++, Strength -5. Then you get this, which is Int -5, RC+++. I guess there's some differences, but curiously similar, too. Anyway, I could get rid of this guy. Swap him for Bloodlust as well, this amulet, and then I could put something else in its place that maybe counteracts the intelligence. But I like having mana regen, kinda. It's really quite nice. Jeez. If there was like a better ring available, I might do it. I have to think about it. I don't think I have anything that's particularly worth swapping out for, though, except for wizardry. That might be worth it. I think that's something I was going to do earlier, and I just decided not to. But wizardry might make this thing worth it. Yeah, either way, I'm going to take a break. This has been a pretty good session. We have 4 runes now. About now or very, very soon, I need to decide if I'm doing 15 runes on this character. It looks like the answer is probably yes. Particularly now that I have controlled blink. If I pop on wizardry, then I've got infestation outside of the red, which is nice. I could memorize haunt, which lets me kill any single target by itself, essentially. It's just a matter of having enough spell levels, of which I only have 9, so I kind of have to choose between haunt and controlled blink. And, well, necromutation for that matter, although we have a few more levels before we need necromutation. I'm thinking, well, I'll give this some thought, but I'm probably going to do 15 runes. It's just a matter of planning out how it's going to be done. Alright, well, until next time, I'm signing out.